Taurus, and welcome to your October 2018 general reading. I'm still shuffling the cards because I'm trying to find your overriding energy for the month. Yeah, okay, beautiful, beautiful. Ace of Wands. The aces all represent powerful new beginnings. They're a seed, so it's about the potential for new growth, new passion, new creativity, new beginnings are all the aces represent. I think the aces are my favourite cards. There's a couple of cards I'm going to have to clarify for you, but I'll get there when I get there. What you most want is the King of Cups, okay? So the King of Cups might be a person. He's traditionally a water sign person, but I don't tend to read the cards that way. I tend to read the King of Cups as a deep emotional bond, okay? Because it's a king, so it represents a great depth of feeling. And what you most want is this beautiful King of Cups, and it's clarified with the Six of Cups. So I think some of you want a reconciliation with this king, or you want things to be balanced out. The sixes all come after the fives. The fives are always difficulties, okay? And we get through the difficulties, and then we get the sixes, which is balance, healing, restoration. So what you most want is restoration with this King of Cups, this emotional reconciliation or balance to be brought back with this beautiful King of Cups, guys, okay? I don't know why, but I did jump straight to that card because I'm looking at your relationship life, and you've got the Nine of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Wands is quite a protective energy. So either you or someone else has got a very guarded vibration, okay? It's my PSD card, by the way. So what I mean by PSD is you hurt me before and I don't want you to hurt me again. That might be a message for one person, by the way, because it might be the other person doing that to you. But there's definitely a vibration, Taurus, of keeping someone at bay, probably the King of Cups, or someone's keeping you at bay, and that's why you most want the six. You most want the restoration of this emotional connection. I know, and this isn't even a love reading, that'll be next week, but a lot of signs are getting this sort of vibration, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have to work with what I'm given, Taurus, okay? So check out the love reading next week, because there's a little bit of a tension, and the Nine of Wands is going against what you most want, but it might be circumstances that are doing that, okay? I am going to clarify it. Now, what lies behind you? Again, very strange combination of art cards. Virgo got the same. The 3 and the 4, okay? Now, these are almost opposing energies. The 3 of Discs is a card of working together and cooperation. It's about more than one person coming together to get a common goal. The 4 stands apart, protecting his heart and protecting the flow of energy, which is a bit like the Nine of Wands in your relationship house. There's a strange energy around wanting to cooperate, wanting to reunite, but standing apart, Taurus, okay? This might only be for a couple of yous, and if that's the case, and if it's not your reading, just wish people well, okay? It's not that I don't like it, because I really, really like the cards that you've pulled. There's definitely a couple of tensions going on. So that lies behind you, that guarding your heart, but it still is a bit around you. And what you most want is to feel that love again. basically. Now, what's helping you reconnect with the King of Cups is the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands tends to bring quite rapid change. There might be an urge to communicate here, or the person might, there's communication going on. The Knight of Wands brings quite dynamic, swift movement, okay, which is helping you get the King of Cups and the Six of Cups, but there's still an energy of having to protect yourself, Taurus, or the other person is doing this to you, okay? So this Knight of Wands tends to be a very vibrant, very fun-loving king, okay? Can be a knight, can be a fire sign, but not necessarily. It's about action, and there's quite swift action that's supporting you in getting what you want this month, Taurus. So I really, really like it. I really like when the Knight of Wands turns up, because it always represents quite swift change. Not as swift as a Tower or the Knight of Swords, but definite change, okay? But the challenge is the Two of Swords, and right under the Two of Swords you've got the Four of Swords. So there's still an energy of wanting to withdraw. There's 4 cards that are giving me that feeling. And it's almost like, Taurus, what I'm picking up here, there's a connection with someone, okay? You want it to come back to a harmonious position, but it's not quite happening yet, but it's beginning to move, because the Knight of Wands brings movement. But the challenge is the Two of Swords, which is having to go within. It's a card called Peace. She's got a golden blindfold on, so it's not enforced imprisonment. It's almost like we're waiting for something to unfold here, Taurus, which represents that King of Cups and that Six of Cups and that Ace of Wands. But there's a delay, there's waiting, but not completely. There's definitely movement, okay? So yeah, you've got this guarded energy the other person has around the relationships. Now, in your work sector, you've got the King of Wands, and you've also got the Ace of Wands as the general energy. That's a lot of creativity. It's a lot of drive towards creating new beginnings and actualizing new life goals. Some of you might be trying to get a new job. It's with the Four of Wands, which is another celebration card. There's a lot. This is the trick here. Now, I'm not a life coach, as you can tell, but if one area of our life is a bit, it's not blocked, but it's a bit strange, this relationship dynamic, go to the area that's not blocked. And the area that's not blocked seems to be around your career and your work life. There seems to be a lot of energy towards celebration, generating new ideas, and being a bit of a pioneer. And when you do things that way, Taurus, the relationship situation sort of takes care of itself. Because at a soul level, you've got the Four of Swords right under that Two. So there's definitely an energy about going within. There's definitely a connection here with someone. But it's almost that you're waiting for the Six of Cups. You're waiting for the balance emotionally to be restored here. The key, Taurus, is to look at the areas that are flowing, and that is definitely here. Now, your outcome is a Devil card. Don't worry, I'm going to clarify it, because the Devil card hasn't got one definite meaning, okay? It represents Capricorn. It can sometimes represent still feeling stuck, and this is why I'm going to clarify the Devil card twice. This card came up, which is a Ten of Discs. That's what comes after the Ten of Discs. This is a happy conclusion to a cycle. Again, it's discs energy, so it might be more the cycle that's been completed is to do with work. The Devil card is Capricorn, Saturn, which represents work. There's definitely really positive energy around your working career, okay? I think the biggest challenge that you've got is that Nine of Wands around relationships. Some Taurus might be involved with someone and there's been hurt that's been caused between the two of you. And because of the hurt, no one's putting their back down. No one's starting to relax and connect. I'm going to ask what comes after that. Oh, what comes after the Nine of Wands is the World card. Now, I love the World card. It's a final major arcana. So it represents a happy conclusion to whatever's been going on for you. The Ten of Discs would sort of represent the same because the chest is open here. So it's a sharing open energy in comparison with that Four, which is restrictive. You're now moving into a state of openness and flow. And when we're in a state of openness and flow, it tends to be because something's been resolved, definitely around your career. But I think the relationship situation is potentially being resolved as well. Something's happened here, basically, Taurus, between you and someone else. And there's the desire to defend and protect, basically. But the World card is a happy conclusion. Always, always, always. It's the end of one cycle completed, so you can begin again in the full energy. Is it all going to happen right away? No. This is the World card, and the 10 is where it's all going. But there might still be that energy around you in the month of October. This might only be for one person, and if that's the case, you know, it's all going to work out okay. I promise you it is. More towards the end of the month though than during it, because even though there's this Knight of Wands which is looking after you, you still got the 2 and the 4 of Swords, which is more about rest and having to go within rather than going without and fixing, because there's more defensive energy around your relationship world, okay? It's all going to a good place, Taurus. Yeah, ask for one more message and you got the Empress, okay? Love, prosperity, abundance. And the world is 21, which goes down to 3, and the Empress is number 3. You do not get a better combination of cards in the world and the Empress together. It's... I haven't even got the word to describe how beautiful it is. Because I guess Mother Nature is our world. Absolutely beautiful stuff going on here. But do I think it's going to take most of the month? I do, by the way. I'll be very interested in your relationship readings, Taurus. This is all going to end well, I promise you it is, and that's okay. You can get me directly, my email's in the about section if you want a private reading with me. Okay, loads of love, bye.